Rockstar. Hey. Hey, Rockstar. Hey, Rockstar. Hey, Rockstar. Hey, Rockstar. Hey, Rockstar. 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 Hey, Rockstar! Welcome! This is a storytelling platform designed to empower you to build yourself up physically, spiritually, mentally, socially, and financially. Why stories? Because stories live on. They are eternal. They are a powerful reminder of what one can accomplish when opportunity presents itself. So listen carefully, learn the lessons, apply them to the Big Five, and become the rock star of your industry. Hey, welcome back. I'm Josafat Emiliano, and this is Hey Rockstar, the best show on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook at 5:55. Actually, it's almost 6 o'clock now. Can't say it's the best show ever. So I've been watching some Twitch shows here recently, following some people, and they got some pretty good stuff going on for them. And all they do is just communicate, talk. Oh my gosh, y'all! I took a swig of my Earl Grey right before the show. Let's try to wash that down. All right, let's try this again. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Hey Rockstar. I am Josafat Emiliano, and Miguel's back there just chilling on the my reading nook area that we have back there. This is Hey Rockstar. It's a place where we share stories, yo. Stories that give you just encouragement and inspire you to grow physically, spiritually, mentally, socially, and financially. So then you can go and become the rock star of your industry. If it's your first time here, go ahead and do the thing. Show some love. The whole follow, share things. We appreciate that, but we don't demand that. We're just glad you're here to draw value to take back with you. Oh, guys, it's been a while since I've done a one-on-one show. I mean, I have guests that are bringing their stories, bringing their value. I just had about a month's worth of them, and after this week, next week, I'm pretty much booked up to about mid-summer. And there's a few more people that I need to put some dates in. I'm excited for just the amount of people's stories with value that they're bringing to the table. Just great conversations. And what actually makes me more happy is that you guys are interacting with my guests. You're asking the right questions. You're getting the answers. And my guests are stimulated to give more and more. They're having a great time with you guys. Thank you so much for showing up. Even that one time we had to do the time change, you guys showed up with your strong answers, and my guests really enjoyed that show. But let's go ahead and, today I want to talk about something that is kind of been on my mind. One of my talks that I'm kind of working on, I'm kind of throwing out ideas. A lot of you know that I am a keynote speaker. I help midlife professionals change whenever their life plans just don't work anymore. But I've also been working on some other talks, like remember the say goodbye to Mr. Miss Nice Guy, say hello to Rockstar. And this is another idea that I've been throwing around today's talk, which is episode 31. You have not because you ask not. So just ask. We'll get more into depth with that. First of all, have you guys noticed something different? Have y'all noticed something different? Yeah. The new toy finally showed up. You guys are now checking it out on the new toy. My favorite thing is I can do this when I go like the 5 points of Hey Rockstar, and that is so cool. my GoPro couldn't do that, but now we have a camera that can zoom in, zoom out, got great quality. We already had the mic thanks to Reverendo Emiliano from Andrews, Texas. Got the new mixer. Now we have the camera, same old computer, but same show, new quality, new production. Guys, let's just get to it. By the way, since this is a question about asking, since this is a show about asking questions, feel free to ask any questions. I'll get to them. If they're relevant to the talk, I'll get to them right away. If not, we'll try to answer them all by the end of the show. As always, let me get my notes out. This is episode 31. You have not because you ask not. So just ask. So this is something, wow, that just got really bright on me. This is a thought that has been, or just a talk that's been crossing through my mind on the art of asking. I have made a lot of references to a book by the author and artist Amanda Palmer. Her book is called The Art of Asking. That's where I got that awesome quote from Winging It. Amateurs try to make it look like they're not winging it, whereas professionals, we know we're going to wing it. And so the talk was how to wing it like a rock star. But that book highlighted her tales as an artist slash musician in learning to ask for help to create their indie music, to even help to not so much sign, but to fund. They crowdfunded their first or one of their main albums because they didn't want to work with the label anymore. It's just an amazing story, but it all started with building relationships, and from the relationships she's built through her social media, her investment in Twitter format, she was able to just create bonds and help. And whenever the time came, people were willing to jump in and help meet certain needs. And so that gave her a boldness to ask when she needed something, when she needed help, which is really cool. But my question is why people today are in such a state of lack? Why don't you have everything you want? And honestly, the main reason is because you haven't asked for what you want. Now, I'm not here to highlight the secret. Ask the universe, and the universe shall bring it to you. Turn all your thoughts to the one thing you want, and you will start drawing that to you. Now, I'm not here to poke fun of that, because I do have a love for affirmations, and I do have a love for positive mindset. I remember one person said it best, that your imagination is the playground for the prophetic. Let me say that again. Your imagination is a playground for the prophetic. In other words, the more you think of it, there's a better chance that it can come into fruition. It can come into being. But this show is not about that. This show is about asking questions. Now, I'm not sure if you guys saw the TikTok. I was going to look it up and post it on here. There's a funny TikTok going out where a lot of people have been just kind of like, I don't know what it's called yet, where they kind of use the audio and they just kind of stitch over, I think it's called a stitch, over the audio. And basically it says the three hardest things for anyone to say is, I am sorry, I need help, and Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire sauce. I was going to look that up and bring it to you guys. But we're going to focus on the I need help part. Not so much that's the question asked, but that is a question some of people are afraid to ask. So there's many reasons why a person doesn't ask the question or doesn't ask for anything. But today, just for me, I like to use the number 5 a lot. I just picked 5 reasons why you don't ask, or why people don't ask others for help or for whatever they need. Let's say 5 reasons you don't ask for what you need, you want, or for help. And the first one, well, let's just go and call it out. It's the big elephant in the room. It's the main reason why people don't ask. It's because they have a fear of rejection. They are scared that the person is going to reject them. Now, when we hear that, we assume it's mostly having to do with romantic endeavors, when we're trying to ask a person out or someone that we find attractive and which we want them to become ours. But we're scared that they're going to not see us the same way. They're not going to take us seriously, and they're going to just make fun of us or just reject us. And all of a sudden, we are hurt. We are heartbroken. And actually, let me just stop you right there, Rockstar. No, the fear of rejection comes from a high sense of egocentric. It's part of your ego, basically. We have, or okay, let's just say others. Let's say non-rock stars, because my rock stars, you're not like this, right? we're going someplace. But let's just say if you weren't a rock star, there's a good chance that you've played up a pretty big game for yourself. You've hyped yourself up. You've become like the main thing where you're from. You're like, I'm all that and a bag of Doritos, because I don't just want any chips. I want Dorito, flaming hot chips. Actually, that's a lie. I don't like the flaming hot flavor. I can give you my brown card if I need to, but that is just not me. I like the hot nacho flavor ones. A todo dar. But anyway, we've played up. We've created this simulation of who we think we are. We are the badass. We are the super hot. We are the attractive. Everyone wants us, and we've We've accepted that story, that narrative of ourselves. But now we got to put that narrative to the test. And the biggest test is asking that person you like out. No, I can't. Because if they reject me, that means there's a flaw in my narrative. That means I've been living a lie, and I can't be living a lie. I don't remember. I remember back in college. This has nothing to do with romantic relationships, but it does have to do with relationships in general. But I remember a professor once said to the class when talking about grades, he's like, "What is a grade? Is it a letter? It's a number? But what is it?" He goes, "Don't let this grade be your identity. It is simply the professor's opinion of your work. It's what the professor thinks you are in relationship to the work you put in. But that's not really you. You might have had a bad semester, a bad day during the test, whatever. But that grade is not you. So don't let it define you." And once I found that out, once I internalized it, heck yeah, college became it's like I had the ultimate cheat codes because I was no longer dependent on making the best grade ever. Although I know my sisters really are big on being in high grades. I was more about making the passing grade. I still had a 3.7 or 3.6 GPA when I graduated. No. I went to a 3.3. And the only reason I went to 3.3 is because my last, in my junior or maybe the first semester of my senior year in college, I had done 21 hours in one semester, did a lot. And it was at that time where I realized one class I was acing it, but he had assigned a project and I didn't have time for that project. And I had to make a decision. I could just not do the project, still pass the class with a D and get my diploma, or I could kill myself to try to finish that project or do mediocre work on the other stuff. And I made an intelligent decision to say, you know what, I need the time to do this other stuff. Plus I was working a full-time job. And so I just didn't do the project. I took the D, which brought my GPA from the total journal from 4.0 to a 3.3, something like that. I think maybe it was a 4.9, 3.9, but I don't know. But that's just it. Why was it so high? Because I'm one of those weird guys not weird guys. I'm one of those guys that could, you hate me for this. I had a really good short-term recall memory in college, and I could literally wake up an hour wake up early that morning, go through all the material, go to the class, ace the test, come back, and later that day you could ask me anything from the test and I wouldn't be able to remember. Don't judge me now, but I did what I had to do to make the grade because the grade didn't define me. I defined me. Anyway, that's a bit long explanation, but that's the main reason why some people, they're just afraid of rejection. That's one reason why you haven't asked questions. The second reason why some people don't ask is mainly because they don't want to come off as inconvenient. I was guilty of this. I was guilty of thinking that if I asked for too much help, I would come off as weak or as just dumb or ignorant or maybe there's just a person who knew all the answers and I'm like, I feel like I'm bugging you and I keep bugging you because I don't know this stuff and sometimes I remember I voiced that out like my current job because I didn't know what I'm doing there and I was like and my boss said don't be scared to ask questions and I would hey, am I doing this right? Is this how I do these things? And I was just asking him and I call him even to this day this morning and I was like, hey, I'm not gonna say my boss's name. Jefe. He goes, yeah. And I just showed him this, hey, this was here. I assume we don't need this, but I just want to double check. Oh, no, yeah. And he's like, all right, don't worry about it. We got it. I'm like, cool. Because I know that I'm not inconvenient because I'd rather get the job done in excellence than to not be inconvenient and wind up doing mediocre work. I'd rather be inconvenient, but yet, or appear as inconvenient, but do the job in excellence than to appear to know it all and just do mediocre work. So there's a quote in there somewhere. There's some Rockstar gold there for you guys. But no, don't ever. And a lot of the reasons why we feel that we're going to be inconvenienced because honestly, it has to do with our inner self, and that's kind of the third reason why we don't ask questions. The third reason why we don't ask questions is because simply you don't think you deserve an answer. Now that's some inner game problem there. That's when you looked at yourself and you see yourself as invaluable, or not invaluable, like unvaluable. Like everyone else deserves to move on ahead, but not you. You don't deserve it because for whatever reason, whatever limiting belief you have adopted through your life, that has kept you from asking questions for help because you don't want to be inconvenient, or maybe you don't deserve it. Or for clarity because you don't want to come off as dumb because you're supposed to be smart. You come from a highly recognized family. How dare you not know the answer? That comes from like a fearful mindset. That comes from like again, arrogance. The ego won't let you appear dumber than you are or whatever, because you don't want to come off as inconvenient. You want to come off as stupid. You don't want to come off as a reject. You don't want to come off of that. So instead of letting everyone know, you just or you're scared that people are going to think that of you, you just remain silent and suffer in silence. Not ask for help, not ask for what you need, not ask for that. Not healthy. But anyway, let's move on, because time leaves us. The fourth reason why some people just don't ask for help or for what they want or for what they need is, this one hurt. You make assumptions. I was guilty of this. In my little, you probably can't see it because it's kind of blurry, but like right there, I have the 4 agreements. And the one agreement that really jumped out at me, you know what? I should just read it to you guys. I'm scared to move because this thing's going to make noise. Hold up. I'm going to pause it so the mic doesn't go brrrr. I hope you like the view. Oh, man. How's everyone doing? Man, the chat's been quiet today. Maybe no one wants to talk, or maybe you just don't agree with this topic. That's okay. When you're watching it on replay, you'll be more appreciative of all the things I said. The 4 agreements right here. The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Rodriguez. And that's how I use the bookmarkers. I use the own little ones with the bookmarkers. But the first agreement is be impeccable with your words. Second agreement, don't take anything personally. Fourth agreement, this is the one that I had to learn with, is don't make assumptions. And the fifth agreement, that's the third agreement. And then the fourth agreement is always do your best. But yeah, when I remember we had a show back when I was working at TPAC, and we had to help tear down, I want to say it was the Phantom of the Opera tour guide or whatever. Anyway, the call time was on a Sunday at 9 p.m. because the show went from like 7 to whatever. On the call time was 9:30, but we really didn't start till almost 10. As soon as the show ended, curtains went down, we went in, started turning down, and they broke us up into different groups. And I was with the carpenters, and my team leader said, "All right, guys, we got to do this. We're going to be here a long time, and let me just let you know this. If there's something you don't know or doesn't make sense to you, you please need to ask. Do not assume you can figure it out, because if you make an assumption, then you make an ass out of both you and me. So never assume, always ask." And that is true. Don't assume you know how to fix it. Or, I mean, there's times when you need to go in there and figure it out. But if you have a professional, if you have someone who knows how to do things, they're willing to help you out, please ask them. It'll save you time. It'll save you heartache. But the assumption part is sometimes we assume that a person's either too busy or that a person doesn't know or that a person isn't experienced or maybe, again, back to the rejection. We fear rejection because we assume they're going to tell us no. Why can't we assume they're going to tell us yes? Or maybe we assume they're going to tell us yes and they tell us no. We're like, But the deal is, the one thing that this book kind of pointed out that made me go, ooh, it said basically the person you want to ask a favor or a date or whatever, the person you want to ask, if you respect them enough, then you should give them the opportunity to choose whether they say yes or want to say yes or no. But by you not letting them say yes or no, by you assuming that their answer for them, that's disrespectful because you are making a choice for them without giving them a chance to make that choice themselves. Does that make sense to you guys? It did for me. And that's when I realized if I respect people enough, then I need to let them answer for themselves. Or if I'm given direction, I can't just assume everyone understands everything. I need to be as clear as possible with the direction or instructions that I'm giving. And the questions are a good way to do this. But a lot of people, again, this is about why people don't ask questions or why don't ask for help or for what they want or for what they need. Because they just assume no one wants to help them. Or they assume the person can't help them. Or they make whatever assumption. Your assumptions are very dangerous, my friend. Every person, we have free will. We have a right to choose. Don't assume that your choice is the best choice for everyone around you. All right. Oh, by the way, right now we have a rain and thunderstorm going on here in Nashville. So you might hear some things. Earlier my lights were flickering and I'm like, oh no, I hope the power makes it through for the show. But let's go on. The fifth reason why you don't ask for help or for what you want, for what you need is simple. You honestly don't know what the heck you want. You haven't done the work to figure out who you are and what you're about. You haven't figured out your purpose yet. Or you started a new journey and you don't even know where you're going. So how do you know what to ask for, what direction to get? And a lot of this happens because some people, they just want to do something and they launch out and they see other people doing a show or doing a sport or they're going to the gym, they're working out, they're getting results, and you're like, well, I want to go, but you show up and you have no idea where to even start. You have no idea how much weight to start. You don't have no idea how much you can already lift, and you can hurt yourself seriously. Or you go in there, sit on the bicycle and just kind of play on your phone for about half an hour and get off the bike and leave. I guess nothing against the bicycling. I like cycling, by the way, for your information, sorry. But honestly, if you don't know what you want, then you honestly don't know what to ask for. I mean, if I don't know that I need shingles on my roof, I don't know what to ask for when I go looking for recommendations for constructors. Actually, I do know. I'll go to Brian and to Edwin, the Weaver Portillo construction consultant. I had Brian on the show a while back actually. And actually we're gonna have Edwin on the show this month actually, in a few weeks. So I'm excited for that show too. But we're gonna talk about other things, not just construction, but we're gonna talk about some good stuff. He's a good leader, someone I look up to very much. But anyway, those are 5 reasons why you might not ask. Let me repeat those for those of you who are taking notes. The first reason why some people don't ask for what they want, need, or help, or they ask for help, is because they're afraid of rejection. Second, you just don't want to be inconvenient or seen as inconvenient. Third, you think you don't deserve an answer. Fourth, you make assumptions. And fifth, You don't know what you want. But don't worry, y'all. I'm not just going to leave you there all mid-depressed like, well, thanks, Josafat, for pointing out my faults and just leaving me high dry. I'm going to give you some homework. Because this show is about adding value. This show is about giving you things that you can use to make yourself a rock star in whatever industry you choose. So I'm going to give you a few tips that you can take home and start practicing to help you become a person who can ask for what they need, for what they want, or for help. First homework I have for you guys. I need you to go back and watch all my past videos. or just start filling your head with positive reinforcement. It doesn't have to be the Rockstar show, but I do know that my guests have brought quality and value for you guys. But start filling your minds with positivity. Start filling your minds with life-building things. Now, there's a lot of content creators out there that are just giving you, I think the term is red meat, where they're just giving you stuff, or, no, it's not red meat. They're just giving you fluff. They're giving you excitement and argument and chatter. Or not, what's the word? There's a word to explain. I don't want to say clickbait, but it's just something to kind of bring you, they give you information, but they don't give you anything that you can use. I want to be someone who can give you something you can use. And I'm not going to charge you for this. Actually, yeah, I'm going to charge you the most expensive thing to charge. Now, this is going to be the most expensive product that I am offering you. It's going to cost you a follow or a share or a little heart, whatever. That's the price tag for this information that I'm giving to you. So first thing I want you to do, first is go back and watch a lot of either our content or anyone else like us that are bringing value, bring stuff. Because remember, you can't take out what you don't first put in. So start filling yourself up with good. Start filling yourself up with value. Start filling yourself up with abundance. You see, I totally missed this, and I was going to share this on the rejection part. I need to take better notes. You know what? I might just leave that for another day. When I talk about a limited mindset versus a abundant mindset. But anyway, you need to start filling your mind up and have abundance in there. Second bit of advice I have for you, and this is kind of it's not off topic, but it still is topic, but you wouldn't really assume it is. And there it is, assumptions. Stop making assumptions. No, the second exercise is exercise. The second, homework is exercise. Now, for my dudes, I recommend going to the gym and lifting something heavy or buying some weights and start lifting up heavy. Start building muscle on you. Why? Because the fastest way to build confidence is to start becoming physically fit, to start becoming physically strong, start becoming healthier. When your body's healthy, your mind's healthy, your confidence is up. When you look and feel comfortable in your clothing, your confidence goes up, and so does your inner game. So does the way you view yourself. You see yourself as someone who can ask questions, who does deserve an answer, who would not be easily rejected, who doesn't have to make assumptions for others because you're willing to let people go, because now people are drawn to you because you become a stronger person. So it's funny. I'm not saying go do it so you can show off. You shouldn't work out to improve and impress anyone else. You need to work out for you. You need to work out so that you can become a confident individual. And that's one of the fastest way to build confidence is to start becoming healthy. Start exercising. And most specifically for my dudes, start lifting something heavy. Building muscle kind of situation. So you can start wearing tighter shirts. This is not a tight shirt. But it is now. Anyway. Third tidbit homework that I have for you guys is, okay, this is where it's going to be more practical. Here's where you can start putting some application. All right, so I want you to make a list of 5 simple tasks that you normally do without a question, or that you would like to do. Something simple and fun that you'd like to do. For example, I don't know why this is my mind. Like let's just say one day I wanted to make cookies. Yeah. Or I just want to wash my car. Something that is kind of fun, kind of practical, something simple. And then I want you to make a list of 5 of your closest acquaintances, friends that are close by, that want to hang out with you anyway. And so here it is. Once you have the 5 fun things you want to do, or 5 tasks that you want to accomplish, I want you to pick one of these 5 friends and ask them to help you with this task. So if I want to wash my car and I know that my friend Alex is coming over, like, hey, I know you're coming over. I'm gonna wash my car. You mind if you would you mind like just jumping in and washing my car with me? Or, hey, I'm making cookies. This day, Seth, or actually someone who's actually watching the live stream. Let's just say Spectral Bonsai. Like, hey, Spectral, I'm about to make some cookies. I found out I'm making cookies. Hey, would you like to come over and just help me make these cookies? Now, the reason why I said 5, let's just say for some odd reason the first person cannot help you that day. It could be maybe they really don't want to help you, but they won't say that because they're nice people. Maybe they have to go out on a gig that day, or maybe they have to do their taxes because they're coming due again, or whatever reason. If the first person says, no, I can't help you make cookies that day, don't fret about it. Sorry, I need to get closer to the mic. Don't fret about it. And don't make a big deal about it. Just say something like, cool, no problem. Don't worry about it. Hang up. Then you got another person. And you call that next person. Hey, okay, so Spectral, making cookies. Alex, remember when you came and helped me wash that car that one day? You want to help me wash the car? Like, no, I can't because I got a gig. Okay, cool. Seth, you want to come help me make cookies today? Seth probably would say yes or whatever. You go on. Joe, Javi. And if for some reason they all came up with creative ways to say no to you that day, no worries. Again, for each one you say, cool, thank you, no worry, or no problem, don't worry about it. Next person. Once if you exhausted that 5 lists, all right, time to make new friends. No. Time to make new friends. No. You got 5 other people. Now make another list of 5 other people and go through them one by one. And if they all come with creative ways to say no to you, keep doing it again. Keep repeating. Yes, he would totally make 12 dozen cookies. That was a great story in and of itself. Keep repeating. Okay, sorry, I shouldn't read these because I forget on my podcast people can't read it. So Alex Tinker the Fourth said, I totally remember that. I can't mimic Alex. And he also said, I would totally make 12 dozen cookies. Yes, he would. And Seth would remember that too. But let's say you finish those 5 and keep going. And you know what? If you hit like 100 people, after 100 people, if they each came with a creative way to say no to come help you wash your car or make cookies, send me a message. I will say yes if I'm not busy that day. Don't say it on a Thursday because Thursdays are Hey Rockstar Day. But anyway, the deal is just get in the habit of asking them to do some simple, fun tasks. And once you get the 5 ones, come up with something different or something unique. It's just a fun way to get people involved, but it's also giving you the confidence and courage and giving you the practice of asking someone else to help you out. Now, once you finish that first challenge, then we're going to level up to the next level. And which is this one is for those of you who work with other people. You have, of course, today most people are working from home, but let's just say you still have the privilege of going to an office or going somewhere, commuting somewhere where you have coworkers that you work with. Here's something. Again, we're going to do 5 tasks. At work, find 5 things that you can delegate others to help you do. All right, now I'm not saying have other people do your work for you. I'm just saying there's certain things that you've adopted and kind of made your own. Like, for example, let's just say there's always a pot of coffee at your office because you're the one who always makes it. Now, instead of like saying, oh, I'm the only one who makes coffee or no one else will step up, why don't you pick someone that you kind of confide in, someone who's really cool with you, or someone that you know makes coffee, who drinks the coffee you make, and say, hey, and I'm just picking a random name, Tiffany. All right, hey Tiffany, I really got to catch up with this project, and I don't have time to make coffee. Do you think you can make the coffee for me today, or do you think you mind making coffee? And Tiffany probably will be like, sure thing, man. I got you. And if Tiffany says, oh no, I just remembered I have to go air out the vents in the office. Or I don't know what Tiffany, oh, it's okay. No worries. Bob's also a coffee drinker. Hey Bob, I got to do something real quick and I can't make the coffee. Would you mind making the coffee for us? And Bob could, oh, sure thing. And I'll make it extra strong because I like my coffee strong. Or he could say, I would totally do, but I lost a screw in my chair and I need to find it or else it's going to make a squeaking noise all day. It's like, whatever. Just go on to the next person that you know drinks coffee in your office. And if for some reason you go through everyone you know drinks coffee and no one can make the coffee for you, well, guess what? That day, no one drinks coffee because you're not going to make it. And don't you do, because right here I put importantly, don't throw in the towel after the first no. You have other coworkers you can ask, but also don't throw in the towel. Don't give up like, well, no one else can do it, so I need to do it. No. Just don't make it. And the next day, if they start getting the Joneses, don't make it. Take two. And next day, show up with a cup of PJ's coffee. Oh, I hope JC's watching. PJ's coffee. Brought to you from New Orleans. Anyway, or actually I have family who work at Starbucks, but they don't pay me money, so I can't promote them on here. Well, Coast isn't. Anyway, oh yeah, you walk in with your own cup of Coast Roaster coffee, roasted here in Nashville by people who love you. Anyway. I hope Charlie's listening. But anyway, it's whatever. You go in with your own coffee, and eventually someone else is going to start making the coffee. And you can become friends with them, and y'all can alternate, whatever. Anyway, I kind of linger way too long on the coffee thing. I'm just saying there's certain things that you're not the only one who exclusively has to do it, and you just try asking someone if they would do that to lessen your burden while you work on other things. Delegate. Mean your tasks. But again, don't let them do your work for you, but you delegate things that everyone can do. And that would be the fourth advice. And of course, the fifth one. And this is a very important one for you all. As I take a swig. You need to start figuring out what you want. What you really want. There's different ways to go about doing this. You do definitely need to start asking yourself the hard questions, like what makes you happy? What brings fulfillment to your life? What brings purpose to your life? Not so much meaning, but some people would argue you need meaning in your life too. But I'm a dude, so I seek purpose. But okay, let's not get into that. Sorry, guys. Edit, fix it in post. But honestly, there are ways to come about figuring out a life plan. You need a plan. You need a sense of direction. You need to set that temperature to the right temperature so whenever things get too hot or too cold, it will go back to where it needs to be. You need a point of focus to where you're going to walk to. If you want that mansion in the sky, then you need to bring about a picture. Let's get to the secret. Let's ask the universe to bring you that house. But then you can start asking the right questions to get you what you need, to the steps towards that ultimate goal. Now, Boards are one way where you just get a cork board and start putting pretty pictures of what you want. Affirmation lists are another way we start saying, I am the sexiest person alive. I am a physical health. I am this. I will own my own business. I will, whatever. There's different ways to set a plan, to know there's different ways to set this goal. There's different ways to create vision, but you need a vision, because it's even in the wisdom. It says, without vision, my people will fail. Without vision, my people will die or perish. That's the word. I knew it was in there somewhere. With no vision, my people will perish. Or write it down so that the runner can run with a vision. Those are 2 bits of wisdom from the book of wisdom. But you need to start figuring out what you want, so that you can then start focusing on asking the appropriate questions towards that goal, towards that need, towards that desire. And you don't have to assume whether this person can help you or not, because it doesn't matter by then, because now you're in abundance mindset. Because if this person says no, there's another person you can ask. Hey, there's another person you can ask. You know how many people I asked to be on a show who said no? Well, actually, just one. Just one. But if I had assumed that everyone else would say no and just not ask them, and now there's some people who have said yes and they kind of ghosted me. Or in this industry, we call it Nashville, but that's okay. They just needed to know more time. They needed to see more. And I'm going to go back and say, hey, I got more spaces. I'm just going to move more further on in the list. Like, well, I wanted you this month, but since you can't, I can get you in by 2025 maybe. Because, hey, Rockstar is going big, yo. Speaking of, actually, let me finish this thought. I've already been talking for about 40 minutes. So, to recap, 5 reasons why you don't ask is simply because you're afraid of rejection. You don't want to be inconvenient. You think you don't deserve an answer. You make assumptions. And you make an ass out of both you and me. And 5th, you don't know what you want. And tips that you can start applying to get you what you want. I'm going to put this because it's relevant to the talk. The first tip, watch all my past. I actually wrote that down. Start filling your mind with valuable content. Start pouring into your head things that bring life, bring you joy, that bring you satisfaction, things that excite you to do great things. Or just give you words to encourage you to call out the greatness in you. And hey, Rockstar happens to have a lot of value into it. So go back and check out the content. Like I said, all you got to do is, the only payment I'm asking is that you subscribe and you got access to all the content for free. Or while you have a way to get in, because some people have to pay for their internet. Second one, exercise, because this is the fastest way to start building confidence. Third, make a list of 5 simple tasks or fun tasks and ask 5 people, and make a list of 5 people that you can ask to help you with the tasks. Now, let's just say the first person says yes, cool. The next task, ask the other person, and just go. Or unless you want to ask the first person, but if you keep asking the first person to do everything for you, they're going to get tired eventually. So, variety. Switch it up. The fourth tidbit of and homework, at work or where you do professional stuff, find 5 things that you can delegate others to help you do. And importantly, don't throw in the towel after the first no. You have other coworkers you can ask. Now, this is not to make you a lazy person. This is not to make you, it's just to give you the confidence to start asking. It's just simple steps to help you start finding the confidence to ask. And eventually you can start asking the right people. Oh, and then of course 5, start figuring out what you want, what you really, really want. And that's when Alex says, tell me what you want, what you really, really want. And the funny thing is, once you get in the habit of just asking, and you're used to asking, whether you get a yes or no, it's okay. You have a mind of abundance. There's other people you can ask. You can seek counsel. You can seek help with. And once you have that abundance mindset, then as you start to figure out where you want to go, as your journey starts, as you are focused on this end goal, you will start seeing people that are positioned strategically that you can ask for certain things to help you get there. And ask them whether they don't assume they're going to say yes or no, because that's unfair to them. That's unfair to you. Your friends, your network deserves a chance to say yes or no. I deserve a chance to say yes or no. You deserve a chance. And you know what? You can say yes to do this, or you can say no to do this. It's your choice. I'm not assuming you're going to do it or not. I'm giving you valuable information. Man, that's a good show. This has been episode 31 of Hey Rockstar. And it is, you have not because you ask not. So just ask. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this show, I don't want to keep you up any more longer. Just want to say thank you for checking us out today. Thank you for listening to my thoughts and random. Thank you for putting it into practice. I know that, there's something else I wanted to say before I end this show. Oh, yes. I miss these. I miss these one-on-one interactions between you and I and Alex, who helped me wash the car. Or I asked him. He didn't help me there, but he helped me make cookies. Anyway. But since I'm going to start getting guests almost every day for at least till the end of the year, or at least until the end of the Hey Rockstar fiscal year, which is in September is when I started. Remember? September is when we started. So come September, we'll celebrate our 1 year anniversary. I am feeling led to start doing Hey Rockstar mini shows, not taking up the full hour like the regular show talks, the interview with Rockstar does. But just remember when I used to give you guys Motivation Mondays on Instagram? Where's Jesus? Little dancing Jesus says yes. He remembers. Anyway, I archived all those. If you go to Instagram, you won't find them because I just took them off because it's too much clutter. But I archived them, and I'm thinking about bringing them back one by one. Because there was value there, but I set myself to limit it to the 1 minute mark that they gave us. And I jam-packed value in the 1 minute mark per episode, per Motivation Monday. But I'm thinking about going back and playing it and then adding some more, like maybe a more hefty meal of value. Anywhere from 5 to 10 minute videos on another day. And I probably will do it live stream. Not sure if it's going to be a Saturday or Sunday, but I'm not going to advertise it like I'm advertising this. I'm thinking I'm just going to start it. And if you're there, you can just jump on and communicate. And maybe I'll bring people in as we're talking, as long as we talk on the subject of what that Motivation Monday, because I want to go back, because there's a lot of good stuff there that I just want to elaborate and unfold a little bit more to give you guys some more content, to give you guys some more value. Because again, this is all about you becoming the rock star of your industry, because I am the rock star of my industry, and I love conversing with you guys. And now that we have this awesome little camera that just does amazing work, I can't wait to see what is going to come from these things. But I might start this weekend. Actually, I'm considering starting this weekend. Oh, another thing, I actually like the fact that I can change this up. Did it work? Yeah. Ain't that cool? Or we can just do all white. Oh, that's so bright. Let's go back to the choice we had for this. I don't know. I'm thinking that for the minis, I'm just gonna have the lights going at random. Does it change? I thought I picked it at random. There we go. And just let it do its thing as I were just talking for the next 5 to 10 minutes, and you guys like, the mood is changing. The mood is changing around us. All right, let's do it here. We'll leave it at that. So, y'all, thank you for joining us. Well, thank you, Alex. Motivation Monday got me through the week. It was good. I just stopped. I stopped calling them Motivation Mondays simply because I wasn't always doing it on Mondays. It was a struggle. That's not sexy at all. All right. Oh, and I got to drink water from my Hey Rockstar cup just one time. I stopped calling them Motivation Monday because I remember I did a minute bit about don't seek the motivation, seek the discipline. And, I'm big on how discipline isn't the sexy, but it is what will get you to the sexy. Motivation is the hype. Motivation is like, ooh, I feel it. I feel good. But when the feelings are gone, it's the discipline that's going to get you to the finish line. It's going to get you to that set temperature. It's going to get you to that goal that you have set for yourself. But anyway, but I had to break that down to 1 minute. And then that's when I stopped calling it Motivation Monday, just motivation today. Or not even motivation, just, anyway. Other stuff is happening. I started the live stream and I figured this is good stuff. But there's a battle plan. So I think just to add more content, but more small content that people can catch bite sizes per break, like let's say your 10 to 15 minute break. I'm going to be trying to do like between 5 to 11 minute excerpts of I'm going to call them Hey Rockstar minisodes. And I'm not going to number them. I'm just going to give them random titles as they come. But anyway, so look for that either this Saturday or Sunday. Maybe not Sunday because it's Mother's Day. Or maybe I will because it's Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day for you mamas. In Mexico, Mother's Day is not celebrated till Monday. So my mom's got an extra day to wait before I send her chocolates. I kid. My mom gets chocolates Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Matter of fact, my nephew posted a picture about them going to my mom's house sometime, I think it was today or yesterday, and my mom's already pre-gaming for Mother's Day, and it's only Wednesday, y'all. And my mom's been partying it down because that mama is loved by my siblings, by my nieces and nephews, and by even her great-grandchildren. Yeah, because my mama's great like that. Anyway, y'all, I could talk all day. This is fun. I miss having you guys. I miss just being able to chat and talk with you guys. Also, I have a crazy idea that I want to start doing with Miguel. Let's see if I can point at him. Miguel, I want to start doing videos with him, and I've already came up with the voice for Miguel. It was there staring me the whole time. Like, why didn't I use this voice? So Miguel might start doing TikTok video talks to people with this cool little camera. Oh, actually, I'll use my phone for that. But there's just so much cool little sets up that that the Hey Rockstar Studios now has. So I'm gonna have fun. And Miguel now has a voice to be able to share with everyone. So we might do an intro video to him on TikTok. So if you are TikTok, it's Hey Rockstar. But unfortunately, I don't know why. Branding. I didn't do the Hey Rockstar with a 5 on TikTok. It's just Hey Rockstar. I actually got to spell it with an S instead of the 5. So if you guys are TikTokers, check it out. Right now, there's been a few promos for this. But other than that, anyway, guys, again, thank you all for checking us out tonight. Thank you for letting us into your homes, or thank you for letting us into your cars, but most definitely thank you for letting us into your hearts. Once again, my name is Josafat Emiliano. That's Miguel. You have been listening to Hey Rockstar. And until next time, much love.